Yes,
Like,
so yeah.
I mean, honestly, I still want to know. Just give me one explanation of like how did the dragons know who to torch? Right? They're going in there and they're lighting the place up and they're not hitting any of the good guys. Come on,
Right.
They can go. Oh, there's zombies. I'll torch them and not those guys over there.
Maybe they can
And-
smell them because they're dead.
yeah. Hey, that's good. Just
Yeah.
give us a line like that. They're like these are like forget about your little bunker busters or whatever the U.S. We can really target the enemy. We don't take any no collateral damage. I mean, just show me like one Dothraki going, oh, you got me, bro.
Yeah.
But so I thought you could when again maybe it got lighter as it went on once they got inside the castle, but. I thought there was enough to see to go, whoa, there was I thought there was a lot of cool things, and of course they do a head fake every once in a while. You're thinking, oh wait, like no way is the Night King gonna be taken. I heard some people complain about that.
That was the second thing that people complained about was.
Did you think that happened too quickly? Were you like, oh?
I was surprised they killed him off then and not like the last episode, but at the same time, I'm not like.
Yeah.
I don't mind that necessarily.
Yeah,
it was just so out of the blue, and then people were saying, just a second. And again, I guess you're watching the time of the episode doesn't mean that's the time it's happening.
Right.
For us on the couch versus there, but like she was in the castle running from all the zombies, and all of a sudden then she's right there.
Yeah.
In the garden.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, and people were like, "How did she get the air? Like, was there a trampoline? Like, how did she get so high? I don't know." I mean, she's a trained warrior. I don't, Yeah.
She threw down some little thing and then she jumped on top. Yeah, I honestly don't know where she came from. I'm like, were there?
I think that it would have been nice to have just one bridging scene from her leaving the castle and running toward there, just to say, okay. But then I guess they would ruin the surprise.
They wanted the surprise, So that's one of those like, if you explain it, then it's not gonna work, and who even knows like where she came from. I mean, it was kind of cool.
I mean, she is the man of many faces. They're in the shadows.
Oh yeah, she could have been one of those.
Well, that's what someone speculated on the radio. I was listening to it, and they were
Yeah.
On that 590 show, they were going. That one guy was so mad about everything. Like, why didn't they just put the dragons there and have them act as like like guns to just shoot the fire?
So was that the plan they had? Was like they were gonna engage the enemy, but they were gonna hide Bran in the Godswood. And then the notion was when the Night King goes over to get Bran, they were going to have the dragons light him up. Was that the plan?
I don't remember. I don't know if that could have been. Definitely was the plan was to put Bran there and have him draw the Night King in.
Right.
Now, how they were going to kill him after that, I don't know. Because would the dragons even kill him? I mean, you need that.
Yeah, that's a question.
Dragon glass or whatever it is. And
yes,
she had that.
I never heard what the plan was. They
never really said. I mean, he was going to draw him out. I don't know. I'd have to watch it.
Maybe it was John with this whole Valerian steel kind of thing or whatever.
But he was never there. Why wouldn't he have been there with him?
Yeah, he was trying to get there at one point, but the old Blue Flame blocked him or whatever. So that's.
But I think what someone speculated on the show on that 590 show was that she. Was using the many face technique to look like the dead to run through them. They didn't see her.
Could be.
Well, that would have been cool to see. Then they said, But at the same time, you're right. They wanted the surprise of her coming out of the shadow, and then he grabs her like, oh, she's dead, and then she drops the dagger. Like a move she did earlier in the show. Apparently, she learned when she was fighting with that one guy who was training her.
She had done that earlier. Yeah. Dropped the thing.
Or he showed her to do that.
Cool.
I didn't remember that, but they mentioned it as a callback.
Yeah. Wow, man, callbacks I can't even remember.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. The show's been on for 9 years or whatever you're at. I know some people say, I went and watched the whole thing again. Like, I'm glad you have the time.
Yeah, I don't.
I just don't.
If it was airing like in August, and you're like, okay, you got the whole summer to prepare.
Well, plus, there's so much news. Like, I can't watch Endgame. Got to watch 9 up seasons.
Sorry. You're watching Endgame? No way. Yeah. I got to put in the time watching the. Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's funny because like, is there any show like my brother will rewatch long shows, even things he's watched the entire thing twice before. He'll watch the whole thing again. I can't think of any show that I'll watch the whole thing again. I thought about it with X-Files, thought about Supernatural, but I'm just like, no.
I want to do it with Lost.
I thought about that too.
Yeah.
Thought about that. It's like, it probably holds together a lot better when you just binge it all in one shot. Watching it over week to week was tough, but. So I like it kind of reminds me of like the way they took out Sir Joffrey. Well, no, it's not Sir Joffrey, just Joffrey, King Joffrey. I mean, because the problem with all these other shows, sci-fi fantasy shows, Flash has this huge problem. I'm sure Arrow has it, although I don't watch it. Supergirl, blah, blah, blah. They set up the big bad early in the season. Negan, great example. And then there's no way this character is going down until the very last episode.
Right.
So every time Rick gets close and he's like, I got you now, Negan, he's suddenly going to not be good at shooting.
Because what else, what other story do they have to tell?
Right,
Here they still have the
hey,
CRC.
look, Negan just got shot in the back and it's all over for Negan. So, I guess, part of the thing is if they set up other people who can be the new big bad or whatever. But I just thought the Night King was the ultimate. I guess we should have known that he wasn't because he just never said anything. So it's not like he's Negan or anything. But he's like, oh yeah, you just killed all my guys? I'll raise mine and yours back to life, and now they're all surviving.
Well, I saw that coming too, like all those people going to hide in the crypt. I'm like, is that a good idea? There are dead bodies down there, right? I mean,
somebody was again, like I love how, like you said, you hear all these other commentaries. Something I didn't even know, but somebody claimed that there shouldn't be a bunch of bodies in the crypt because the Starks apparently burned their bodies.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So that didn't make any sense. Was it just like some people we buried here that
they forgot
weren't part of the Starks or something? So of course I was waiting for old what's his name, Ned Stark to come back, zombie Ned Stark to come back and go, hey, I'm back, baby.
Hold his head.
The one thing I can't abide at this point is I hope this episode closes the book forever on the friggin' Hound's, pyrophobia, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen this guy in a battle and somebody lights a match or something? He's like, I'm like, get it together, dude. It's zombie horde time.
Well, and the final thing that I will say, that was funny. Okay, so if the Night King touches someone, do they die? Because someone was saying, how did he grab her and she didn't die immediately? And then someone said, she's probably with child. Because she had sex with that dude for the first time, and so she's pregnant, and that means she didn't die. Well, I don't know if that even comes together.
How would that make her immune to being?
I don't know.
Yeah, you think that her and the kid?
Well, because they always want babies, so they.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it makes any sense. That's just what I read, and then
yeah.
then someone's like, "Yep," and then the heir to the Iron Throne will be her son. She's gonna have that kid in the next 3 episodes. I mean.
That's right. The bastard guy's gonna die, and because he's there right now. The bastard, Robert's bastard, right? Bastard, blacksmith bastard.
Jon Snow would be, right?
Yeah, Jon Snow. I mean, all these people. It's like when they had the initial, what started the initial thing where they suddenly were all warring. I can't remember what it was. Oh, when Robert Baratheon dies, suddenly 8 different people say, I've got the claim to the throne.
Yeah.
So Dany says she's got a claim, but other people are like, oh yeah, well, we're over here saying we got a claim. Jon Snow, if he had, now he's got. So I don't know, I don't know if Baratheon, if the last king, if we find out, oh, this dude's got a son, does that make him, again, he probably doesn't even want it. He's like, you're just going to get killed if you're on the Iron Throne for very long, but it doesn't seem like pursuing kingly stuff kind of type. But so I don't know how that all is going to work out. I guess they're shaping up to, the final battle is just going to be Cersei versus everyone kind of thing. Cersei,
I think so.
And the whatever company, something's coming.
And then you'll see how many people do they have left in the north, because a lot of people did get taken out. So are they going to not have? Yeah, who are they going to have to march down there with? Because they did mention now we go down there, so that's what's.
Maybe it's the notion that now that they've taken out all the other dead people, like those people who didn't join them, because there was a couple people who didn't join them in that battle. Yeah. And then they go like, hey, look what we just did, want to get on the good winning side, take on old Cersei. I just don't know how massive the army is from what are they called, the Iron Isles or whatever, Iron Islands. Or Euron Greyjoy, I think, and then you got this. I don't know what they're calling, the Golden Company or something. I guess they're just a group of assassins or something. I thought it was the bank. There's some...
Yeah, the bank, Iron Bank.
Iron Bank, but no, maybe they're just bankers. Maybe they don't. Anyway, it's hard to say. Of course, some people said that Cersei had sex with Euron just to sort of give cover, to say he's the father or whatever, even though we know Jaime's the father. But it's like, she's like, get away. Oh, all right, come on. That dude is like, he is so dead. It's like, if anybody is not going to make it to the end, it's Euron Greyjoy. That much I know. I don't know who else I can predict. I could have easily predicted that Theon was going to make it. And Ser Jorah, no, yeah, I didn't think he was going to make it either. So, like, and then some of those guys even talk, like the bald guy, Varys, he could die at any minute. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Tyrion, no way, not going to die. Arya, I thought, well, maybe it wouldn't be maybe a big twist that she kills this guy and then suddenly she gets taken out somewhere. We know the Mountain has to die, right? We can't let him be alive at the end, that big hulk of a Frankenstein thing.
Oh, yeah.
The Hound is his brother has got to take him out, I think, but I don't think he's going to make it to the end. So I don't know if there are any other major deaths.
I thought maybe they'd take out Jaime in this one.
Jaime, he's the one I think.
Yeah,
he's like pretty huge character, but he's done so many terrible things and he's done some good things. I think, yeah, he'll end up sacrificing himself or something. And Cersei probably has to get murdered too. So those are my two big. Cersei and Jaime are probably going down. Not sure how it's going to work out in terms of who's got. And I'm still not sure we've seen the last of the Night King. I've heard theory, like, somebody at one point thought Bran, like the Night King was a future version of Bran or something. So maybe.
Well, how did they said walkers are men, so have they ever really established how the Night King even came to be? I don't
know. I think maybe he did a little hoodoo or something at the end, and so somebody's going to get infected or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I didn't realize too, when you killed him, all the rest of them died. I didn't realize that.
You didn't realize it? Oh, you didn't. That was their plan, though. They were like, and I don't know. It's like, how can you count on that plan to work? It's like, what is this, vampire rules that you kill the head vampire and all the other vampires die? Like, but I thought it'd been funny if like they killed him, he dies, and everybody's like, okay, well, we were tired of that guy anyway. I'm the new leader of the night. Of the, what do they call them again? The White Walkers.
The White Walkers.
I think they got the Army of the Dead.
Well, the dead are the White Walkers are the the Night King people.
Oh,
the dead are the dead.
That is different.
People were trying to call them the same thing the day after. I don't think they're the same.
You're right. You're right. I was just calling them zombies.
Yeah, zombies, or whatever. Yeah.
White Walker, but no, they're not White Walkers. White Walkers are the
white.
Yeah.
Most of them had long hair and beards, but that dude has horns.
Although that one time, they showed they called it a White Walker. The first time they showed one of those, he was like some dead body they were operating on or doing something with in Winterfell. What is the place where they had the wall? Whatever, the wall place. That was like the first time they showed the White Walker, and I think they called it that, but it was really kind of like a zombie-like dude. So who knows? Maybe there was some. Maybe.
Well, then right at the beginning of the show, one came and stole a baby. Right? I think that was one of the first scenes.
Oh, really?
I think.
Okay, I forgot about that.
Because the whole first season really didn't see any supernatural stuff, and I said that, and my friend's like, "No, remember the White Walker came and saw his blue eyes, and it."
Oh crap! I forgot that.
Yeah, but you didn't see any dragons or giants or any of that.
I thought the whole first season we were like, there could be like no magic on this show.
That's what I thought.
It could be like there's nothing. They just tell stories and then nothing ever happens. So I really thought it was. So I'll have to go back. And
I think that we did see a White Walker right off the bat, and then nothing for a long time.
Time to just start binging the whole thing, man.
I guess I will.
Got to quit our jobs and start get up tomorrow morning and put in season 1, episode 1. Get it done. So. Well, I think we've hit the highlights.
Yeah, we've talked a lot.
We got the basics. The two big pop culture events of the century. Hopefully, when we have that final Game of Thrones battle scene, somebody will turn on the lights. Just make it a daytime thing. I mean, the weird thing is that to me, one of the best battle scenes of all time was set at night, and it was that battle for the wall, whatever they called that one, the Watchers of the Wall, I think it was called, whatever. And that was like a friggin' cool episode, and I remember seeing everything, and I mean, again, they had torches everywhere and everything, but so it's not that hard. You can just get out some, what do you call it, Klieg lights or whatever, and just light the scene. Come on, people, get some moonlight, and you had the dragons, like you said. So I really thought. I thought that we were down to one dragon, but apparently in the next commercials we still have 2 dragons.
Yeah,
so
that wasn't clear. I guess now we know, right?
Yeah, he was resting. He was like, okay, I flew all those zombies off of me. It was like, was there a lot? Like, did he have that many zombies on him that they just kept falling from the sky off of this dragon? And then he finally like, okay, I'm gonna take a nap.